West Ham Fan TV outside Old Trafford. Man United 1, West Ham 0. Marshy, talk.
Yeah, I think the first sort of 15-20 minutes, I think we've done all right. I think Kehrer was playing well. I think Zuma overall was our best player. Even in going forward, I think he was trying to make it work. But listen, you come to Old Trafford, we know what it's like. You're not going to get a lot of decisions go for you. Silly ones, really, throw-ins and that, and balls that gone out of play that we never got. Bookings that we got and they never. I think in the end, though, I think we're a bit unfortunate. De Gea makes a good save from Rice at the end. Taking off a defensive more player in downs. I feel for him today because I think playing in a 10 role that he was meant to have been playing today, and he's clearly more of a defensive midfielder. In taking him off and introducing the likes of Fornells, Antonio and the like, we looked a lot more dangerous going forward. It looked a lot more like it was working. Bit more statement of intent going forward, trying to nick the equaliser. But listen, we've come here and fallen short. We've built up a couple of performances leading up to this one. It's always I say it's a relatively tough place to go, but they were there for the taking. That's a most frustrating thing, and we've seen this many times in this overall seasons up here.
They always are, Marshy. These teams at the minute, we're coming to grounds like this, and we show them too much respect. I didn't think we had a bad performance. I thought we were better than we were against Liverpool. We turned up for both halves at least. It's just, yet again, it's the lack of finishing in front of goal. And you can have a good XG as much as you want. If it ain't going in the back of the net, mate, it's pointless. And we've got to start turning these chances into goals.
Yeah, I think the XG stuff's coming up a lot on it, but I think you've got to concentrate your sort of efforts, what's going on the pitch, and the way that you're creating. But like you say, yeah, we get finishes, and the biggest thing is being clinical in front of goal, and we've not been that. Bowen has one come across the box. You just got to make contact with the ball, we score. Rice's one flies in, we win it at the end. That's a different sort of game of football, and makes things a lot more different in the game. And we've sort of come here, and like I say, we've not played the worst football. At times we were a bit shaky. I think Cresswell at the back, sleeves much to be desired. I think he's had a poor game today. As I say, Zuma,
I thought he was terrible.
Yeah, I think Zuma going forward. I'm not being funny. When you're a left back at this level, the most professional and the best level that you're going to get, the best league you're going to get, you can't let Ericsson make a run, obviously unannounced, and then give him the time to cross the ball. Without that, we're on for a 0-0 and we're taking something out of the game. But it's interesting what Moyes sort of says to him at half time. The last couple of seasons we weren't too disheartened going in losing. We knew we were going to sort of come out and he would sort of shake it up at half time. But we did come out with an intent, to try and get something out of the game. But it gets too little too late, and maybe changes could have been made quicker. Maybe we could have looked for that attacking intent.
Well, for me that's where our issue lies as well. We start going for teams. We're too late. Yet again, like it was against Southampton, like it was against Liverpool, we keep playing catch up. It was a decent enough performance, but yet again we've come out again with nothing. And we need to. I was just saying to the others I've just interviewed, we need to start turning these chances into goals, because we need points, mate. Because we're slipping down that table now, 2 games before the World Cup. And if we don't win those games, we could find ourselves coming back in December, Arsenal away first game, in a heap of shit.
I think it's very difficult playing with this close to a World Cup. You've got your influential players, Rice and Bowen, that were mainly off it, if you like, for large parts of the game, and then we come into it at the end trying to, like I say, nick a result. Come away with a point would have been ideal, but in the run up to games now, like you say, we stick a couple of wins together, we get a bit fortunate here and there, ride our luck, and that's what this football's about. But as you said, it's a results business, and we've got to be a little bit careful. But I think maybe this World Cup will come as a lightly sort of decent break for us. I think we need to. Maybe we missed Paqueta as well in that sort of flair role. Ben Rama weren't so bad. Fornells come on and did all right. But yeah, like you say, we just can't keep excusing it though either. We're in this league. You've got to put these chances away, and put these chances away. We're scoring a lot of goals, but whatever it is that we need to do, sort of moving forward, on the training pitch, the last couple of games now leading up to it, we've got to, go out to Bucharest. That job's done. So we've got to sort of look at that as an opportunity to. Just statement the actual top of the league after all the games played. So we're in that position on that. And then, Leicester and Palace in the league. So we really need to push on and get results at home especially. And hopefully they come. It's not like we haven't got the ability there. The amount of times we sat up there today watching that this afternoon, that the ability's there. We're just lacking in certain areas. We're not even lacking player-wise. We're just lacking maybe that creativity. Maybe Lanzini could have given us something. We miss a Paqueta. Getting the best out of the players at the moment, so close to a World Cup is probably difficult. Rice was, 50-50 in a tackle, where you normally see him obviously coming through sort of 100%. large parts that he did do well. Maybe Zuma can get hold of a couple of them, seemingly more of a leader sort of going forward as well, you know, making block challenges, interceptions that we needed to make, you know, could have been sort of even more down than the one that we lost by. But yeah, listen, backs to the wall a bit now and sort of train our come out to Bucharest, give a good account of ourselves hopefully, and give players more game time, you know, that obviously are not going to the World Cup, and you know, win that game out there, and then come back and arrange for, you know, do well for Palace and Leicester. So let's try and kick on.
Thanks, Marshy.
Nice one.
Get us home safe, please.
That's right.
Come on, you irons.